Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be going through my physical TBR and making a physical TBR log, and I want to do this because my biggest reading goal for 26 is to get my physical TBR down. I'm prioritizing everything on my physical TBR. So today I'm going to go through it and put my log on this giant sheet of paper here and just document everything on there. So I am going to bring you guys along with me, show you everything that's on my physical TBR, show you how I'm going to design my little log here for my physical TBR tracking, and then I also am going to go ahead through the log and mark off all of the books on my physical TBR that I've already completed this year. So it is February right now, and I finished a lot of books off my physical TBR already, so I'm going to be going back and looking at which ones I read that were physical and marking them off. So I just went through, and I think you can see that I added all of these lines to help me write straight and also space out all the books. And then this big margin up here at the top is where I'm going to write 26 physical TBR log at the top. So next I am just going to start grabbing my books and going through them and writing the titles on my log. So my method for this is I'm just going to go by shelf on my shelves and show you guys what books are on my physical TBR, and then I will write those down, put them away, and keep moving through in that manner for the rest of this project. So, Love in the Time of Serial Killer, Beach Read, In 5 Years, The Hate You Give, The Way I Am Now, Bridge to Terabithia, Charlotte's Web, The Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials, The Death Cure. Pride and Prejudice, Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry, My Friends, The Four Winds, Firefly Lane, On Mystic Lake, Remarkably Bright Creatures, One True Loves, Atmosphere, The Favorites. Two Twisted Crowns, If We Were Villains, Children of Blood and Bone, Light Lark, Chronicles of Narnia, The Raven Scholar, Alchemized, An Ember in the Ashes, A Torch Against the Night, A Reaper at the Gates, A Sky Beyond the Storm, Heartless, The Cruel Prince, Heavenly Bodies, The Diabolic, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, A Shadow in the Ember, Night Circus. Scars, Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom, Ninth House, Hellbent, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, Kingdom of Ash, House of Earth and Blood, House of Breath and Sky, House of Flame and Shadow, Talking at Night, Scythe and Sparrow, Leather and Lark. Solitary, The People We Keep, The Secret History, The Book Thief, Water for Elephants, Speak, Sarah's Key, The Kite Runner, All the Light We Cannot See, The Handmaid's Tale, When the Cranes Fly South, Keeping Faith, My Sister's Keeper, Intermezzo, By Any Other Name, Lone Wolf, The Storyteller, The Silent Twins, Educated, Demon Copperhead. Castle, The Lottery, A Little Life, The Last Animal, American Psycho, Beneath a Scarlet Sky, Flowers for Algernon, How to Stop Time, The Goldfinch. One One by One, The Teacher, Not My Baby, Dear Debbie, Do Not Disturb, Never Lie, The Locked Door, Tell Me What You Did, The New Couple, The Coworker, The Turn of the Key, The Wrong Sister, The Perfect Son, Deadly Target, The Ones We Wait For, The Widow, The Intruder. Looking for Smoke, A Most Efficient Murder, The Truth About the Accident, Sadie, Recursion, Leave the Lights On, The Last Thing He Told Me, Gone Girl, The Shining, Home Before Dark, Off the Deep End, The Family Upstairs, Bunny, In the Woods, Snow Falling on Cedars, Memory Keeper's Daughter, When She Was Me, Eastover Treasures, Any Other Family. Wuthering Heights, The Jungle Books, David Copperfield, The Shadows, All the Missing Girls, You Shouldn't Have Come Here, Love Mom, The Boyfriend, The Road, The Will of the Many, and The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store. So that was my extremely long physical TBR. I went ahead and wrote down every single title on my sheet here, and now I am just going to look back at my Goodreads and add the books that were on my physical TBR that I've already read this year, and I'm gonna go ahead and add those to my list real quick. I feel like that took a long time, but I went through and added all of the books that I've read so far in 2026 that were on my physical TBR, and this is what my final list looks like. I think that if I buy books in 2026, I'm going to add them onto here, so I still have a lot of space where I can add titles if I end up buying more. But pretty much next, I'm just gonna decorate this a little bit, make it a little bit more colorful, and then I'm going to go through and highlight or cross off, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, the books that I have finished of my physical TBR. And decorated my page a little bit. We're not going for perfection here, we just needed a little bit of color. So this is what it looks like now. It gets the job done, that's the important part. So next I'm just gonna go through all of these and cross off. I think I'm just gonna put a black line through the ones that I have read off of my physical TBR, just because that makes me feel more accomplished than highlighting them, because I was like, do I want to cover up the titles? But yes, I'm going to just cover up the titles because I can just put a big slash through the ones that I've completed, and it will help me feel like I'm closer to accomplishing my goal. So finally I went through real quick and crossed out all of the books I've read so far off my physical TBR. A little bit messy, it's a little bit jumbled, but like I said, it gets the job done. It helps me keep track. And so this is the little tracker that I made, the little finished product.